What is the law of one? Have you heard of the law of one? Is it something that you're interested in? Is it something that sounds nice and fluffy and spiritual, but in reality doesn't seem to be the truth? Is it something that some days it's very easy to embrace the law of one, and then other days it's like, no, I'm going for law of two or law of three? I get it. Today we're going to talk about that. Namaste, welcome everyone. This is day number 346 of 365, A Life of Bliss 365, one quote every day from the book, A Life of Bliss, a living transmission, channeled through this one from our dear non-physical friends and teachers, AnandA, here to assist us, humanity, in remembering who we are and why we are here. And today it's a little sharing on the law of one. So there's probably a quite well-known channeled book called The Law of One. But the law of one is an all encompassing law. And today's quote is going to touch on that. And then we're going to we are going to share a little transmission on the law of one. So if you're joining live, drop a comment. If you are on replay, let us know you're a cosmic time traveler in the apparent future that is still now. And we'll get into the short quote for day 346. So again, these quotes follow on in linear fashion. So if you find yourself coming to this video first, it's a good idea to go back on the YouTube playlist to day 344, day 345 to get context for this day 346. This is chapter 28. And the chapter is called In the Blink of an Eye. For God is in your good now here. In the detail, in every aspect of life, no matter how it is judged, no matter how it is named, there is only one source. There is only that which is. In a blink of an eye, you can know this. Remember this. And so in this short quote, it's just really bringing us back to the idea that God is in everything. The good is in everything. The oneness is everything. Even, again, it's quite easy when you're in love and you're in light and you're in a meditation center, you're on a retreat, everything's going well, people, you're not getting triggered, things are going your way, to say we are one, oneness is all there is. It's when there's trauma, when there's triggers, when there's challenges, when there's loss, when there's grief, when there's sadness, when there's war, that is when it's more challenging to embrace the law of one, to know the law of one, to be and see and feel the law of one. And this law is an immutable law. The law of one is law, not like human law that's changeable. The law of one is the only law that is immutable. The law of oneness, the oneness of our being, the oneness of everything, no matter the label, no matter the name, no matter the judgment placed on it, it is the one immutable law. It's the one unchanging. What was that word? There was a word I was reading in the book. It's a very cool word, and I didn't know what it means, and it feels like it fits in here now. And let's see if they can go and fetch that word. Adamantine. Adamantine? Something like that. It means unbreakable. So the law of one is the law of oneness, the oneness of everything. Only in this dimension with humans are we able to the degree that we do it here, qualify, and more accurately said, misqualify the perfection of the oneness into this distorted idea of many, this distorted idea of separation, of division, of, you know, the very source and substance of all the trauma, the source and substance of the separation, the source and substance of war is this idea that there is two. In the deepest sense, like non-duality is speaking Paradoxically, you can't speak about it because as soon as you speak about something, it implies two. But using the limitations of our language non-duality is not two. There isn't two. There's no other. There's no me. There's no you. When Ramana Maharshi was asked the question, how to deal with other people, his answer was, there are no others. How do we deal with the word? There is no word. He didn't say that. I'm saying that. And he actually didn't say very much. He mostly taught in silence, and he didn't teach. Our language is so limited, it's ridiculous. Our language is based in two-ness, in 26 characters, and whatever it happens to be. So language can never convey that which is that. Silence. Silence is the only answer to this. But so it's silence beyond silence. It's silence beyond the concept of silence, because even everything that we can name, even silence implies the existence of something that is not silence. So everything in language and every teaching, every word that is shared from any teacher in any way through human language, even light language, although it bypasses a lot of this, it implies a communication of some type. So communication in the word communication, there's the little uni. I think that might have been in chapter 27. Uni. There is only one communication. It's unication. It's one being speaking to itself, appearing as the many. So that on the 2nd of September, the two are the appearance. One is the law. Even though it appeared like many beings and it appeared like trees and worlds and galaxies and universes, it is oneness. And it doesn't matter how much you want to identify as a separate self. It doesn't change the law. The law of one is law, a real law, an absolute law. And it's not imposed upon something or someone because there's nothing to impose it upon. It is the very self-evident nature of what is. It is oneness. So it's not a law that needs proving. It's not a law that can be proven. For whom would do the proving and whom would do the doubting? It is a oneness, a beingness, an isness. It is nature, the nature of being. And so it's a law that is a law unto itself, for itself, as itself, for there is only one self. And so in this quote again, it's going back to these are just words. What has been shared here is just words, and they're concepts and they're ideas. But at its core, there's no words that can convey this. And no matter how it appears, no matter how much it feels like that person is abusing you, that person is disrespecting you, or that person is loving you, or that person completes you, or that life purpose drives you on to something more. There's nothing more, there is no other, there is only oneness. But all of those paradoxically are the intrinsic part of the oneness that is just appearing as others, appearing as purpose, appearing as a word, appearing as somewhere you can go or something that you can do. They are it, and there is no other than it. Infinite intelligence. It's not intelligence of knowledge, it's gnosis, it's a knowing of itself. And its knowing of itself is facilitated through the dream called you. You are God's gift to herself. You are the dream of creator. And through this dream, the creator that has no other, the creator that does not have a reflection or a mirror, gets to see the oneness of itself through intricate pieces, like a mosaic, that are never separate but appear that way, and they look back upon itself. See, language completely cannot convey this. The only way it can be conveyed is and that's it. That's it. That's all of it. It's done. It's finished. That's it all. Throughout this book, many times it was shared in our language that the words don't matter. What we make matter is what we bring into form. The words don't matter, the form doesn't matter, the book doesn't matter, the body doesn't matter, but they are all matter and they're what we make matter. So, therefore, to our experience, they are matter. What really is not the matter, what really is at the core, at the heart, is the space between the words, is the silence between the notes. It's the no thing from which the all things appear. It's the feminine principle that gives birth to the 10,000 things. It's from the dark no thing from which all things seem to appear. And it doesn't make one better than the other. It's a different expression of the one thing that is not a thing, that is birthed from no thing, and that has no name. It has no form. It has no quality. Yet, we, as the dream of Creator, we, as God's gift to herself, get to express, get to experience, get to enjoy, forgetting that we are the love one. We are oneness. We are one with everyone, everywhere, everywhere, and everyhow, every now. And remember that. Remember the body of God. Bring back the members of the body of God into knowing. And the paradox is, we've never been anything else. The separation is a dream. The separation is an illusion. The fact that there is two is not a fact. It's only a fact to 1 plus 1. It's only a fact to the one that believes itself to be separate. And the challenge is, in this dimension, in this magical dream world, the density is like no other. There are other places that are less evolved than here. There are other places that are much more evolved than here within the dream of Creator. But the density here and the potential of forgetting and the depth of separation and the depth of layers of separation is so strong here that every day, in every way, wherever you go, there is just continuous and continual opportunities to believe that you're a separate self. The whole world is set up continuously to make you forget. The whole time that you're here, we believe in this idea of time. We believe we're in this space. It's a continuous opportunity to forget that you are one with the all that is. And that's why souls are queuing up. And that's why souls that are here, once they're here and they've forgotten, they can't believe that souls are queuing up for this. They think, why would I ever choose this? Yet the potential for soul evolution in this dream, the potential for expansion is so great because the depth of density, the depth of potential, the depth of experience here is like no other. So the potentiality for soul evolution is so much greater here than many other spheres and spaces of being within the dream of Creator. So you won the cosmic lottery just being here, and it doesn't always feel like it. And a lot of times it doesn't. You just can't believe it's like that. And this one feels that way too. But whenever we tap into this intrinsic gnosis, this knowing, this silent stillness that we're invited to every day here, in that space, it's neither in nor out. It's neither here nor there. It needs nothing adding to. It's not somewhere you ascend to. It's not somewhere you have descended to. It's not a something. It's just effortless being of silence itself, stillness itself, emptiness itself. It needs no explanation. It has no wants or desires. doesn't exist in time, it was never born, cannot die, cannot be improved upon. It can only be spoken of in what they call in India neti neti, what it is not. You can speak on what it is not infinitely. And if we were to speak enough in this way, it's not this, not this, not this, not this. Eventually, like peeling the onion, whenever the last layer of not this disappears, it is seen that there was nothing there in the first place. And you are that first place that has no second. You are the stillness that has no sound. You are the oneness that has no other. You are the law that cannot be broken. You are the emptiness that needs no filling. You are the space that has no boundaries or borders. You are, we are, I am one. In silence, I can't even speak now. Words are melting into each other. In silence, in stillness, in love. Thank you for joining this daily journey of a whole year, getting close to day 365, chapter 28. We've got 33 chapters. We'll continue every day. Back tomorrow for day 347, I think it is. If you're enjoying these transmissions, I invite you to subscribe on the YouTube channel. Check out the playlist on there. Hit the little like button. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to get notified when we go live. Usually it was every day at 3:33, but because we were traveling and all sorts of things going on, we're doing it at different times, morning, nighttime. We'll get back to some sort of schedule soon, but we will continue every day whenever it is. But the YouTube playlist is the easiest place to find it. And if you know of anyone else that you feel may benefit from these transmissions and this daily dip into sacred silence, it's like yoga, all of yoga, all of the asanas, all the things of what people know of as yoga are all designed to get you into meditation, get you into shavasana, all these like fancy yoga moves and Instagram yogis and all these things. They're all ways to just get you into shavasana, to get you into no thing, to get you into the space of letting go, of relaxing. And we've done 346 quotes or contemplations taken from this book, and every single one of them have been to get you into the silence, not to get you into the mind, not to get you to even necessarily think about what has been shared. They're all to drop into nothing. So you could basically burn the book, whatever time you get the book, you could just burn the book and wait until it fizzles out and just be in silence. And that's the whole purpose and the point of it all. All the words are superfluous. Ooh, I think it came through right that time. All of the words, all of the stuff, all of the things are pointing you back to the no thing. All of the words are nodding to the silence. It's too simple for the mind. It's too simple for the little me. The little me wants the activations, wants the purpose, wants the things, wants the ascension, wants the stuff, wants the sparkly bits. The cosmic joke. It's all now here as oneness. So this has been the little contemplation of the law of one, and finishing at 10:10. If you know any beings that may benefit from these transmissions, please share it with them on your social media or wherever you feel like it or don't feel like it. And for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear and hearts to feel, until next time, from my heart to yours, the divine in me sees, loves, and honors the divine in you. Namaste. We are literally